What up, YouTube? What up, Mackies? What's up, Maniacs? Welcome to another edition of KM Video Live Streams. Tonight we are expecting a special guest, Glasses Malone, one of my favorite, I'm going to call it street artists. Somebody that represents the culture and represents as well. Glasses has been solid for many years and good dude to talk to a lot, man. I talk to Glasses every now and then. Good dude. Never too big for the platform. And he should be arriving pretty soon, y'all. But in the meantime, what's going on with y'all, man? How y'all doing? Hopefully your week is going well. Jay Ship, Tori Thompson, Freaknik, Atlanta in the house. That's right. I was thinking about coming to see the Braves in a few weeks, but I don't know if I'm going to be able to pull it off, but we'll see. Michelle Angeles Vista, what's up with you? Babyface, what it do, man? We got a white sky in the house. Huh? What up, Kev? I was just watching Big Miz on the Hoover podcast. That's right. That's right. Kenneth Johnson, what it do, man? What it do? Michelle, I see you, Mr. 512. I'm glad you're enjoying the stories, homie. Comments like that make it worth it, man. They make me put stories up, dog. I ain't even gonna lie, man. Sometimes I don't. A lot of times I don't feel like it, but comments like that get me in the mood, man. They push my buttons and get me going. Good, what's up with you? Salute to the platform and the chat. Like the new background, homie. Thank you. I appreciate it. What up, Kev? Salute from the A. Yeah, Kenneth Johnson, I'm glad you weighed in the other night for the simple fact that I try to explain to people I don't have normal back problems. People, you see how many people thought it was just that easy. Hey, do some push-ups. Hey, stretch. Hey, go to the gym. You know what I mean? It's just not that simple. But regardless, I still fight through it every day, and I try not to complain about it. But I'd be lying if I didn't say it has a lot of setbacks to it, man. Every day is definitely not a good day. No days are a good day, to be 100% honest, but some days are better than others. The most authentic LA historian channel. I appreciate that comment, man. There's a lot of others out there engaging in similar conversations and similar history. I wish them the best. I wish them well. And uh, I would like to see some of those channels grow, man. We need another Baby Duke story. I have to fall back and really think about it. I actually thought about telling another Baby Duke story when we got bust on. Baby Duke want to go fight these dudes, and them dudes is busting on us. We like, nigga, is you crazy? I think he was a little crazy. Oh yeah, back and knee injuries are a totally different ball game when it comes to pain. Absolutely, and you have both, right? These squirrels are hilarious. Man, I didn't know y'all was gonna like squirrel like that. You know how many people told me they liked the squirrel stories, dog? I'm kind of shocked. You know what I mean? But that's good, man. That's good. I'm glad I could entertain you guys, man. Sometimes that's what it's about, the entertainment to all this stuff, right? James Cash, what it do? Glasses said he'd be about 10 minutes late, so he should be checking in the next 5 to 6 minutes. Hi, Chief. What it do? Hi, Chief. Skunk Dog, my partner right there, man. What up, Skunk Dog? Black Warrior Spirit. Okay, I see the numbers coming up in here. Glass is gonna pull them out tonight or what? The medium speed chase and a dude hanging on the window had me dying. Man, I really was upset that day though. Cause you have to understand if you ever been in a situation, I'm not necessarily talking about a robbery or nothing like that, but the high and the low of it, right? Like, I'm already upset because I'm broke. Now I'm upset because we in this raggedy ass car. And then we go to Westchester and my adrenaline's flowing. and I see the Rouse, I'm scared of Rouse. I'm scared, man. We got one gun and three people. How we gonna pull this off? But I'm dumb enough, I'm desperate enough that I'm gonna participate. I'm gonna do it. This is what we came out for. And this fool snatches a purse. So my shit went from scary and being bravado to this bullshit, and we finna go to jail. The whole time I'm thinking I'm going to jail, man. I'm just looking for the right time to jump out the car, because it was a two door. If it was a four door, man, who knows? I probably would have jumped out and beat the shit out of dude on the window. Or once it took off and we came to that first stop, I might have jumped out then, man. That was a real mission right there. You can't pull house burglaries today. Everybody got cameras. Shit, you know what? Me and my homie laugh about that all the time because when people started putting all these cameras on their houses and shit, we had a homeboy on the news. So, I ain't saying nothing they don't know. He was on the news breaking in a Beverly Hills home, and they got camera footage of this fool going across the living room floor. So you can get away with it, but it's not as likely, and you damn sure gonna leave a footprint. That's right. Klaus, what up, homeboy? Ricardo, I see you. Excuse me, y'all. Excuse my guest for being a little tardy. Somebody asked me yesterday, Kev Mac, man, who you had on tonight? I said, I had Bubba Loke on, man. They like, what's up with Rennie Loke? I'm like, I don't know, man. I try to get her on 2 different nights, but she go to bed early. Like, what young woman goes to bed before Kev Mac? That shit sounds crazy to me. But yeah, I got some other people in mind. I just haven't reached out to them. I mean, I know there's one ready to go, but I don't think I want to do a live. Dodgers pouring it on the Giants. Great. It's a good thing, man. It's a good thing. The Dodgers got a nice squad on me. And then the boys are getting Glasses has an underrated Blue Channel interview. The homies talking about the Dodgers. Okay, you might need to interview me next. I hit a 10-team Major League parlay last night. I can interview you, but the 10-team parlay don't mean shit. But yeah, I can interview you. You could talk about some gambling. Where is the Giants fans at today? Hiding under a rock like Golden State Warrior fans? Somebody went in my car driveway and I didn't check the cameras. I noticed my stuff missing 2 weeks later. Too late. False sense of security. Yeah, that's the thing with some of these house cameras too. You have to be your own security. You have to be on top of the security. I've had Amazon deliveries. I forget to look, especially when I'm in LA, and I'll look 2 or 3 days later, like I know it's gone. Package still be right there. I seen one lady. She was a black lady, man, and I don't know. I never seen her before. She creeps up and she's looking at the package, and she's looking all around the package. I guess she figured it wasn't a package with anything valuable in it. He gonna do a whole interview about one parlay. We gonna find out about his gambling ability, man, and background. But it looked like she really wanted to steal my property. And she rings my bell. She knocks on the door. She looks at the package again, and then she leaves. But point being, yeah, man, you don't check your camera, you never know what's going on until it's too late. And nothing to talk about with the Warriors right now. I feel you. Feel like the Lakers, man. Ain't nothing to talk about. Mac Nation. Somebody stole both my 15s and my amps out of my car in my driveway. My dogs was barking and I was slacking. Michelle rolling around with 15s, nigga, and amps. Michelle out there bumping. Hubby put that shit together. Hubby said, baby, let me make sure you got some sounds in the car, all right? And she didn't protect him. If that was her money, Michelle was gonna watch her amp and her speakers. Watch this. Michelle, who bought your amp and speaker? When it be your own shit, you kind of watch over it a lot better, right? Jerome, what up, homeboy? I'll see what I tell you. Nah, I'm lying. Uh, yeah, okay, Michelle, I feel you. I feel you. Michelle out here knocking pictures off the wall. Damn. Hey man, black glasses is on nigga time right now, man. You know how niggas are. Niggas be late to their own funeral. OG Steve, what's up with you, homeboy? You been MIA lately, but it's all good. She said, I mean, Jay Ship said, Michelle, don't answer. I feel you. I feel you. Nuggets and Wolves have a pretty close game. He said, glasses on Watts time. Yeah. Mac is almost June. You know what I'm referring to. Yeah, I do. I'm going to make an effort to go. I mean, not like it's no huge deal or nothing like that, right? But the fact that I missed the last one, Kev, you know the BMW wasn't lick worthy. Uh, yeah, I do know that. Gregory Cheatham, what up? What up? What up? Good to see y'all up in here tonight. Whole lot of things I've done in my life wasn't worthy, man. From jumping in stolen U-Haul trucks to BMWs with burnt clutches and a lot of things, man. That's a book I wrote on the turf, man. First few chapters got all the founders speaking and giving their version of the 60s. Uh, Written and published by myself. Hey, you're looking out for the comment pirate. Ace is looking good tonight, man. The Aces are playing already. That's crazy, man. Seemed like women basketball just finished, but I guess we got caught up in the college girls. DJ said they might not win another one. Max said, nigga, you going to jail. I really felt that way too. A lot of things we did, you think you're going to jail, man. Mac on fire. Greetings to all the chat. And the man himself, the Kefs, the Aces won by 9. Is that book going to be up for sale, Kev? Actually, homie, Dago, it was really a joke, Dago. I just figured some people would believe it if I said it and start calling around complaining about Mac wrote a book on the hood. I want to see who's in it. What'd he say? Who he split the money with? No, actually, it's a book on the 1960s, bro. Do I like the Giants or the Dodgers? Mm-mm. Not one of the best questions I've ever been asked, but Lee, I'm a Dodger fan, man. I mean, apparently you didn't see me at the Washington National Dodger game. Apparently you don't see what hats I be wearing, who I got in the background, right? I guess that was a joke. I guess that joke was better than mine, though, right? There's a giant Dodger logo right there. I think he was joking, man. But yeah, this is the book I was saying that I was going to go through some things, but just never did. Lenny Lynn. Just revisit the 1960s with y'all, some of you young bucks. It's a pretty good book, though. Yeah, I can't read without no glasses, that's for sure. 1960s, yeah, the 60s is before my time. 60s was a good decade, man. A lot of good brothers was born in the 60s. And a lot of civil rights, wars, black movements, COINTELPRO. Uh, a lot of things was going on in the 60s. What's the name of the book? Are you serious, dude? Tell me you're not watching. Tell me you're just listening, man. Please. If you telling me you read that book from front to back, hell no, I ain't read that book from front to back. Hell no, I ain't read it from front to back. But I've skimmed through it from front to back, especially 1968. I had to see what was going on in 68, right? And then I went back to like 67 and 69, just to see what was going on around the year I was born. RJ88, what up, homeboy? How you doing tonight? Yeah, man, I actually just took it out of one of my boxes from the storage, man. I got to start cleaning up a little bit around here, man. I got some company coming next week. What's up, Kevy Kev? Cordy Flush, what up? Vietnam War, Black Panther Party out of Oaktown, Black Power Movement. Absolutely. Your little homie, 80s kid, for real, for real. Kev Mac plays like he doesn't, but he's a wealth of knowledge. Quit messing around. No, I am not a wealth of knowledge. I probably got some sensible knowledge, you know what I mean? Yeah, I think Glasses is on his mumpy stuff tonight, right? Oh no, I got the vacuum around, bro. Remember, dog. This is from when I went to my storage, man. Got all these boxes and crates and shit, man. I got so many pictures. It's a shame. Like Rebo gang banging, man. I got so many pictures. It's a shame. I be finding pictures I didn't even know I had, dog. Big Dev, what up? Long time no see, man. We waiting on this dude up out of Watts, man. He on nigga time right now. Or maybe the nigga just set me up for failure. Maybe he tricked me. I don't know about Jules, but yeah, there are some good family pictures and some good pictures of my past going on. What you say, courtesy flush? What's a hell of a channel to check it out? What's that? Let me hit Glasses real quick, man. The show is damn near over with, man. Glasses, where you at? All right. What's up, Kev? Looking forward to seeing you and G chop it up. Yeah, we've chopped it up before. Also interviewed him before. Yeah, for sure. 25, 12, and 4. Jokers is a bad man. I'm surprised he only got 4 assists, dog. You know he's a triple double just waiting to happen. He said Glasses on 7th Street time. You ever read the ISIS papers from Francis Crest? I can't remember. I don't think I read it, but yeah, I have seen the book though. That MCA song, No Authority, featuring Glass Malone, goes real hard. Oh shit, hold on. Hold on, real quick. He's coming right now, but damn, I forgot. I could have saved him 3 or 4 minutes if I was on top of my game, right? Oh shit, this nigga just got off the toilet, man. Sure seem like Cox cable bill. Sure come a lot, don't it? I need to start writing down the dates. Seem like they be squeezing an extra payment in every couple months, don't it? Y'all feel the same way? This song don't want to come out for me. Okay, there you go. I haven't heard glasses pop in yet. Oh shit. All right. So while we wait, let me get this song out real quick. All right, I'm back, y'all. Still no glasses, man. Glasses. The show is half over, homie. You could have drove halfway down here from Watts, my nigga. I'm a mad ass east side beachy rider.
Go left coast like Roscoe. Out of NYC, it's the top flow. Dirty ass gang, so the mop glow. Savage like Randy, man, I'm macho. Cheese like nacho. Breed just to knock hoes. Get your baby daddy for that nigga get knocked off. Refuse, no faith, get socked off. And the clean 58 with the top dog.
If I don't got it, I'ma make. Still don't got it, I'ma take. Run that If I don't got it, I'ma make. Still don't got it, I'ma take. Run that If I don't got it, I'ma make. Still don't got it, I'ma take. Run that If I don't got it, I'ma make. Still don't got it, I'ma take. Run that
It's my shit. Mad ass DM3. Say the wrong thing, I'm robbing. Ain't nobody lining nothing up. Ain't no favorites. We all fuck 'em up. Straight east side, no cuts, fuck a band-aid. Eating on some corn with the mayonnaise. I'm the man, and all the hoes see that. Selling pull up if a bitch nigga need that on the set.
Nigga, you know I'm from. You know what I represent. Nigga, you know I'm from. You know what I represent.
She had, always GL. And hold his magazine filled with shit. Subscribe if you want, if we read your obituary. Girl, you fucking with a visionary bitch. And I envision down pieces, eating peaches. Allow me to people, they reveal Vicky secret. Knowing I'm the keeper, never go and tell us all. This between me and my telephone. If I start telling, nice and so plus. They just a hustle, need a night just for us. Nigga big eating, need a night so I can cut you a piece. And sharing equals love. Get to that money, McLaren ride smooth. Road glide Harley, cause the fan don't move. It's been 6 years, now I'm finally in the grove. Now the grove, I got a pocket full of hoes. Life ain't never. Alligator suitcase.
Yeah, man. Glasses, man. What it do, glasses? Looking out, OG Steve, man. Appreciate you, brother. They gave this man a grand entrance and everything. He still ain't in the building, man. I could imagine him going to his kid's graduation. They been and walked the stage already when he come walking in. Mm. Lenny Lynn, Black Warrior. What up? What up? What up? Speaking of graduations, I got a nephew graduating from high school. He'll be going to college in Pennsylvania. Might have to catch a Pittsburgh Steelers game or something, man, while he's out there. It's worth it. I'm going to wait. That's what's up, man. I appreciate it because a lot of people left already. Good 38 people done already tracked up out of here, man. Skunk Dog, yeah, man. Jerry Allen got the meeting. Cool little youngster, man. Cool young, respectful kid. Oh, man, that's what's up. Salute to the nephew graduation. Yeah, man. So I'm sure I'll be watching the graduation on the side of my brother. That'd be something different, right? Show, man, you about to get Jerry Allen a corner up under a freeway underpass with your pics. Damn! Or a divorce. Holy shit. Damn! Jerry Allen ain't divorced though, man. I mean, he ain't married, so he ain't got to worry about the divorce part. Goob still got a wife. I don't know how that's possible with them pics he gave you, right? I mean, shit. But that's how gambling is. You know that, man. It's hit and miss, man. Every 4 years is a new generation, someone said. I believe 3 to 4 years is a new generation. Western Ave, what up with you? Oh, yeah, 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 yeah. Jerome be clowning, man. He clown all of us, right? He said twice, this nigga been married twice already. It's all good, man. I saved myself a few divorces, right? Congratulations to all 2024 graduates. Damn, miss it with good, my nigga. Oh, goddamn, miss with good, my nigga. Congrats to your nephew. My cousin in Seatown didn't get drafted, but he got a contract in the Canadian League. Shit, that ain't no bad thing. That mean what? He finna get paid. And the Canadian League is professional too, man. I need to hit the Discord because it seemed like y'all still cry. Man, DJ gave out a hell of a parlay the other night, man. Headed to Houston tomorrow for our 27th year wedding anniversary. Anybody got any good spots for us? The shooting range. Go to the shooting range, my nigga. You probably do that in Arizona already, though, right? Mm. I'm about to cancel Glasses, man. I'm gonna tell Glasses he could come on another day, man. Shit. We warming him up for 30 minutes. Number one, what up, homeboy? Long time no see. What's up with you, man? Headed to Houston. That's cool, man. That's cool, man. Okay, what up? Squirrel had them rollies, beamers, and caddies on the block. Seville, not caddy. Seville. Seville and a BMW. God should honor marriage, man. It takes a tough guy to get married, man, and stay married. You know, in Texas, man, you could just drive down the street. There's always somebody barbecuing, selling barbecue. They just pull over, get in the parking lot, pull out the motherfucking them grills, and he can buy you some barbecue and all kind of shit, man. Man, I bet you wasn't never this late to a concert.
Man, I ain't never been this late to too much of nothing. When I came, I'm gonna keep it a bean with you, dog. I ate some shit. That shit had my stomach going crazy. So I got home. I thought it was gonna take me 10 minutes. It was way worse. I'm
God
sorry.
damn.
Got the TMI, feel me? But it was all bad. What's the deal?
Nothing, man. I like that hat. Are you a Dodger fan or you just representing?
Just always representing. But I like the Dodgers. You know what I mean? As a LA, I like all LA teams.
Oh my God, you just lost a friend, man. You like the
Yeah.
Clippers?
They don't really count when I say LA. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? Kings.
Thank you.
I'm
Thank you.
trying to. I'm trying to. You know what's funny? As a Laker, I grew up in the Lakers Showtime era, so it's hard for me. You never, you don't dislike the Clippers because it's just like they like the JV. It's the Clippers. You know what I mean? They like a high school team. You don't really dislike them. You just hope they do well, and they never do. So you don't like them. You know what I'm saying? Like you don't really.
Right.
I remember when I was little, tickets be 300. They be courtside. They let you coach a little bit. You get a jersey. So the Clippers. They was involved with the community. What up, Kev?
Oh, that's what's up, man. What projects you got going on, man?
Man, I'm dropping Fuck Glasses Friday. Fuck Glasses Malone. It's already available. The physical autograph copy is already available at the Crip store. I'm gonna send you a link to.
I seen the Crip store, man.
Yeah.
I seen that. I was checking it out.
Yeah. Nah, that shit is it's dope. It's
Yeah.
one of the best things I ever did was get my own store. You know what I'm saying? Like it changed everything. You know what I mean? Because when you be trying to do business through streaming apps, you're not really doing business. You know what I mean? You licensing your music and people could pay you what they want to pay you. Like only the physical product is the only place I could set my price at. You know what I mean? You can't set your price on Spotify or Tidal or Apple. They pay you what they want to pay you. So like you can't be in the music business if you don't sell music. And selling music don't mean streaming music. It's two different businesses.
Right. Man. So, man, what other future endeavors you have in mind without, giving too much information to somebody steal your ideas?
Oh, they gonna steal. They be stealing them forever. Really, like, man, I know innately I'm a storyteller. You know what I'm saying? I know I'm a storyteller innately. So it's all about growing my stories to bigger platforms. Like at one time, hip hop was like it was such a great platform to conquer with my storytelling. You know what I mean? Even if it's, how I rap and tell a story, Car Wash or Tupac Must Die. And then now telling stories sonically where, like Fuck Glasses Malone come out Friday and really putting people into my mind as I'm, making a project and having the music kind of plug in and out, you know what I mean? Like Christmas lights, you know what I mean? So it's just greater ways to tell stories. You know what I'm saying? I'm working on expanding my stories to streaming apps like outside of music, you know what I mean? Like Netflix, Amazon, Tubi, wherever, like wherever they'll let me tell a story, I want to tell it there. That's my next that's where I'm growing to, you know what I mean? To be able to tell stories, still using music for Netflix, still, using music for Amazon, you know what I mean? But making something a little bit more inclusive. That's for what they showcase on their platforms already.
Yeah, I would love to see you get a deal like that with Netflix or Tubi or something, man.
Yeah, they got it. They already talking about paying me. But really, I'm more like I want to make comic books. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm working on a comic. I wrote a dope comic about it's a black comic company that's helping me do it. Um, really dope, brother. You know what I mean? They based out of they on the East Coast, named Lonzo Star. We doing a comic about 5 gangbangers that smoke Sherm end up becoming superheroes. Like Sherm give them like these different traits, and like the whole first kind of season of the comics is like them trying to figure out how to use their power correctly, because when they inherit these powers, the first thing they start doing is everything wrong. But by the end of the first season of the comic, they realize they got to do the right thing. So anywhere that allow me to tell a story, whether it's Instagram, whether it's Netflix, whether it's the silver screen at the movie theater, whether it's a comic book, shit, I would even write, comic sketches for the newspaper if they let me. You know what I'm saying? I just
Mm.
want to just keep growing and spreading the culture that we came up in. You know what I'm saying? And making sure people see, life for us as much more relatable people than just a bunch of crazy motherfuckers without no purpose.
So do you really think you got enough time to be writing a comic in a newspaper?
Yeah, hell yeah.
So
Fuck
you
yeah. You
you
know what
can
I'm
sit down
saying?
and knock that out regularly?
Well, the tricky part is like something I learned from Kanye West, shout out to Ye, is, it's all about putting together teams. So like I could start with an idea, but you know what I mean? When I get the idea culturally that I'm, however I would write the comic strip, I would hire Kev Mack to make sure it stay authentic to the idea. And then you have your team and different people making money. So it's all about putting together the right team. But I
Yeah,
feel like we definitely don't utilize our time on this earth well enough. You know what I mean?
I
We
don't.
definitely have more time than we lead on for sure.
That's why I asked you that question, because I know I can't focus on nothing like that. But if you got your heart and your mind to it, you could do anything.
Yeah, hell yeah. And especially, putting together people to do it. You know what I mean? Like we
Mhm.
we not something I realized, over this year is I've done a horrible job utilizing my resources. And I feel like people that grew up where we come from, we don't really do a good job of utilizing resources. Like knowing how vested you are in the culture, and like since we've been talking, for a couple of years, I've been trying to figure out how we gonna do business. Like, it's a level of fandomness about your platform that I enjoy, you know what I mean, and respect for you as somebody that walked this life, further than I have way before I started. But it's also like, how can me and Mac do business? You know what I mean? How can we make some money together, have some fun together, where can we meet at on the culture so people can enjoy what we do together? And I think that's my focus, finding ways, the people that I respect, what I mean, that do what I do, but at another level or somewhere else. Like, how do we meet up and do good business?
Yeah, I'm looking forward to it. Hopefully, something crack. You know what I mean? I've only had one opportunity to really present my projects, and that was with Ice T. I had
Shout
his
out to the
whole
OG,
team and
man. He
everything,
giving
and
me so much game, dog. It's a good dude.
yeah, for real, for real. But unfortunately, it didn't work out for me. But uh, we haven't altered or fixed up what we had to present to go back and do it again. Because I hear that's how a lot of people do it. They clean up their presentation, they come back the next year or the next season and pitch it again. And my team we kind of done all went our own way. I haven't really talked to Ice and none of the others really either. So that's unfortunate. But look, you
Nah,
brought up Kanye West. So I got one for you because I seen you on Instagram twice talking about Drake
yeah.
and his situation, man. Look, I'm a square when it comes to Drake and all them dudes, man. So fill me in on what's going on and your take on it.
Um, well, obviously my little homie, just brought his hat to him. I mean, he just really brought his hat to him. Um, but before this battle happened, maybe for the last 10 years and publicly for the last 5 or 6 years, like I just started noticing certain things as I start getting into hip hop and more what it's about and what it represents. Street urban culture personified through the arts. You know what I'm saying? Or the elements. It's they say it's MCing, DJing, graffiti, and b-boying, but it's expressed the way we do it in the streets. You know what I mean? The cultural street element of it. It ain't as simple as, they had DJs before hip hop. They had MC, they had rappers before hip hop. They had graffiti before hip hop. They had dancing before hip hop. But the way the streets do it culturally, you know what I'm saying, is what hip hop is all about. So once I realized that and I started kind of looking into different artists, I started noticing things. And one of the things I noticed was Drake wasn't hip hop. And it was hard to digest because Drake is a rapper, right? And we're so used to rapping and hip hop being mutually exclusive. You know what I mean? You had a couple
Mhm.
Debbie Harry, with Blondie, you know what I mean, some raps. You might have had a couple other people do some raps, but for the most part, hip hop, was the sole distributor of rap music. Well, since that time, you know what I'm saying, hip hop has made its way from 92 to 2004. It has made its way into the mainstream where, you could remember it like watching Ice and them. They were just making records for just the community. They wasn't the biggest records in the world. Those singles didn't compete with Michael Jackson or Prince or Madonna, or Hall and Oates. They, hip hop records didn't compete with those records. But, you know, has to outside of LL Cool J, because LL Cool J made a lot of consistent joints that competed at a high level. But once the introduction of Death Row Records and Bad Boy happened, hip hop started competing for the greatest records in music at the time. Chart positioning in the Hot 100s consistently year in and year out. And it continued, it kept going further and further. And, eventually, you got to the Nellies and the 50 Cents and then the Kanye, to where this street urban culture, this lingo, this style, and this fashion was in every mainstream house around the world. So everybody around the world was exposed to rap, the way we talked our shit over music. And since then, other people have started to get involved with rap. You know what I mean? They may not have a street cultural experience, right? But they got involved with rap. They, Miley Cyrus, Billy Ray Cyrus's daughter has a rap album, with Mike Will from Atlanta. And it's been Post Malone who's like, yeah, I'm not a hip hop guy, like he raps on all his songs and he's considered like a country act. You have a little Uzi Vert who's, yeah, I'm a rock star, I make rock music, but he's rapping. So, we have all of this different type of music happening that's outside of the realm of street urban culture, but they're using rap. And I noticed Drake was the same way. He was this kid that came to Cash Money right when I signed there. That was like a pop guy. His first songs, Best I Ever Had, they were like these really great pop ideas, almost like Madonna as a rapper. You know what I'm saying? And these really great songs. I'm like, man, this dude is tough. But I also noticed as he got further involved into it, he kept rapping. He started to take the identity of the streets, but not of the Toronto streets, but of the American streets, right? It'll be this song where he's, he puts a low rider under the Bay Bridge for the motto, or he'll do this New Orleans song where they use a dance break. You know what I'm saying? He does a dance break, like it's a line in that song, in that New Orleans bounce song, where it's like it's from a transgender, like a transgender musician that's huge down there, and it's like, I got a new boy and he switched, or he trade, which is like a way that somebody is like a bisexual, and he sneaks it in the song as a pop star. We don't even hear it because we don't know what the fuck is even going on in the song. New York started from the bottom, you know what I mean? And it's like, this Jewish man didn't start from the bottom. That's not the bottom. We don't share the same bottom. You know what I'm saying? So, then he got the song with Drake where they're like talking about spinning the block. And it's just, he can take these ideas and put a melody, man, Mac, and make them like white people just singing about spinning the block. And I think that's fantastic for rap. You know what I mean? It definitely puts rap in more households, but it's not hip hop. So it started there, and the conversation just kept going, kept growing. I would have a conversation with friends, whether it is Kendrick, whether it is, my homeboy Pun from the community, whether it is Problem, the rapper, or Lil Wayne or whoever. And I'd be like, yo, bro, it's not hip hop. And then the conversations went more mainstream, where I had them on the Breakfast Club, you know what I'm saying? And now it's like everybody is kind of pulling a car, like, you not hip hop, you know what I mean? And everybody is realizing it. So the people who know where the conversation they know that I've been a part of the conversation, which is not like negative. I just don't want people to think you us.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
You know, I don't want people to think that you speak for, the streets. And hip hop has always spoke for the streets. Ice Cube has always spoke for the South Central community. You know what I mean? Snoop has always smoked for the, the whole Los Angeles County community. Like, it's your responsibility to be the voice of the ghetto. You know what I mean? So I just wanted to. My thought was like, I don't want the suits to think he's speaking for the ghetto. You know what I mean? Because what happens is you look up and you have people they're gonna get further away from ghetto people, and then you got Jack Harlow. You know what I'm saying? And now it's like he's the cool guy, and it's like, nah, we don't think that's cool. We enjoy that this little white man could rap and he's smooth, but he is not at this table. So it's important, you know, or the same thing that happened to rock and roll could happen to hip hop.
So I noticed you brought up white 3 times in this conversation, and
Mhm.
so I want to ask you: do you think Drake benefited from the white audience, the white fans?
I mean, yes, but not like Drake is a black man, right? The way
Yeah,
we see it,
his
right?
dad.
Because his
Right,
father is a
right,
brother from Memphis.
right,
As far as if racial construct was a thing, because if racial construct was a thing, he is a brother. But culturally, he is a Jewish man. He
right,
grew up in a Jewish
right.
neighborhood, went to Jewish schools, had a bar
Hmm.
mitzvah.
Hmm.
And it's important to know that. So when you start to look at him, which I'm noticing a lot of the hip hop artists, you know, they were like, they thought, you know, they hear the raps and then they start messing with him, but then he don't carry the same moral compass most of us from the streets carry, or most of us in hip hop carry. He has a different way, you know, whether it's French Montana sending a cease and desist. You know what I'm saying? It's a way he's going to do business that's going to be foreign to us. It's the way he's going to interact with girls that's going to be foreign to us. It's the way he does his real life that's going to be foreign. And guess what? You're going to look up one day and half of everybody in hip hop is going to be like, wait a minute, you really are not a brother culturally. You're not really a hip hop artist culturally. So I think he benefited. I mean, he became like a Jewish man that could say nigga that would never trigger us. You know what I mean? Like it's like Adam Sandler couldn't just say nigga and we wouldn't be triggered. Seth Rogen
Right,
couldn't say nigga and we'd be triggered. But
right.
they found one that's a Jewish man who didn't grow up culturally like us, but his father very much is a brother from Memphis, and we feel like, well, he black, so he can say nigga. But then it's always been weird, cuz it's always been like, damn, it sounds weird when he said it. I mean, and then it's always just on records. It's never outside of records. And it's like, huh, you know, it's confusing. You know what I'm saying? It's like, and now I think everybody is kind of, you know, the gig is up. The jig is up. It's like, what's up with you? You know what I mean? What's happening? And little bro, you know, got in his ass.
Hmm.
Little bro got in his ass like he was supposed to.
Yeah. Drake is more marketable to the white audience. He's not in their face scaring them.
Yeah. Hell yeah. And it's like, I mean, he's talented as a record maker. He knows how to assemble a team to write records. He's a brilliant songwriter and a person who can craft records amazing. You know what I mean? He's not a punk at all. He's tough as far as musicians go. It's just he just happened to be acting like an American hip hop artist. And that's just weird for a middle class Jewish Canadian kid to be acting like, you know, he's from the culture. And it was just time for people to know that, nah, we know you're not really of the culture. You know what I mean? We know you rap. We know your pops is a brother from Memphis, but you, my friend, are not like this at all. You are not like us.
Hey, so somebody got a question for you. Glasses, when is your show with Problem and Pun dropping?
Man, them dude, we supposed to do a live stream show with the homies, man, but they don't be on no man. They do a lot. Pun does the community. You know, they got back on Fig. They got Ace Boys Worldwide. You know what I'm saying? He's I don't know. Whenever they decide we're gonna do it.
Problems out of Watts?
Problem from Compton. From
Oh,
out the
from
west.
Compton.
West side Piru. Back
Oh,
off Durham, right
okay.
off
All
Avalon.
right. All right. I'm thinking of another dude.
And see that's the thing when people like somebody I just noticed in the chat, they said he has like the cheat code because he's black and Jew. And I'm like, well, he's not black. Like, if you don't grow up within the culture of like when you say it's black, like imagine like Nigerian people don't say they're black. That's a very specific group of people that declare themselves as black, because we're not having a conversation rooted in race. We're having a conversation rooted in culture. You know what I'm saying? So being black racially doesn't mean anything except maybe white people might not like you. And that's an American thing. You know what I mean? It could be all around the world, but it's an American thing for the most part. He's a Jewish man. Even when you talk to him in real life and you hear him talk, he speaks like a Jewish man. He don't speak like a brother. Not from hip hop. He don't even use slang words. Like, he's a really upstanding Jewish citizen of Canada.
Yeah, number one, I don't think he literally meant that. He number one is saying you just said he was black, but he's saying culturally the way he's brought up, and how his upbringing and stuff like that. Because I seen some interviews when Drake was young, and all he was saying was how he was Jewish.
Yes. And even coming into the business, he talked about his bar mitzvah. Like, his videos are like, bar mitzvahs. And if you look at Hell Yeah Fucking Right, and it's like, well, he's not gonna speak up for hip hop comes with the burden of culture. You know what I mean? It's weighing down on you. Even if, like, no matter what, Mac, like, as a Crip, I can't make us look bad. You know what I mean? I still gotta make sure, not just the homies, you feel me, but even as well, not to make them look stupid. And I have to think 3 and 4 times before I do anything, because I don't want to make nobody from Watts to South Central look crazy. That's the burden of culture. And then we got to be black too. So that means I have to carry the responsibility of whenever white people do something, I got to make sure I speak up against these crackers and speak for I'm forced to. Like, when Young Thug tried to, they asked I'll never forget, they asked Young Thug a political question. It was like, what do you think about Mike Brown? He said, oh, I ain't tripping. We out here getting money, and we got juries, and man, they almost canceled him. Like, how dare you not speak up for black people? And we are like bound to that responsibility. That's what being black is all about. And that's not his thing at all. He not fucking with none of that. He like, nigga, this is Jewish coin. I'm getting Jewish coupons. I am up. And I'm just talking like y'all to make sure y'all enjoy the music. But in real life, I'm nothing like y'all.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm. Hey, it's funny because I equate that to me with this gang content, man. I try to respect the Crips and even the Damos, the culture itself. I try to keep it real, so I'll say some things about, you know, the life is not pretty, man. Everybody didn't just make it through this lifestyle. Some people was killed. Some people went to jail for murder, uh, homosexuality, snitching, all of that stuff. I like to keep it real, but overall, man, I try to present us as a responsible individuals that just kind of grew up a little bit late. We got stuck in that teenage mentality, but I don't shit on the culture and shit on everybody and look for the weaknesses of each individual, because I'm trying to show that we can become responsible. We can raise our kids. Most dudes, I don't know if you have the same experience, but most dudes like us kids actually went to college and graduated from college. We didn't raise them to gang bang. I mean, there's a few that got caught up,
Sure.
but uh, we working real jobs now. Dudes is out there working in the workforce. You know what I mean? And as divided as we are as people politically, you got people that's interested in voting now. People that want to go out and vote, or against voting, either or. Like I said, we so discombobulated as a whole, but I feel like we have to be responsible for the gang culture, like you said, for the hip hop culture coming from the West.
I think you do an incredible job of giving the nuances to the street life in Los Angeles. You don't paint it pretty, but you don't also paint it as crazy as it could be painted. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You're very responsible with, and you have a lot of, none of your conversations get ignorant. You could tell these were a lot of young kids trying to figure out their way, expressing a lot of disdain for opportunities that wasn't present, and just wanting to be somebody and make a name for themselves. So I think you do an incredible job with the nuances of Los Angeles street urban life. You know what I mean? But it is weird. And I used to tell NH this. I used to tell Nip Hustle, rest in peace, Nip. This was my man. And I used to be like, bro, like it was different when Snoop and them came up because they was introduced to a culture that they never heard of outside of the film Colors, right?
Mhm.
Colors kind of broke the idea open, and Colors is really surface. You know what I mean? It's a surface film because really the depth of the story is more about Los Angeles police departments, trying to interact with each other, young and old ones. That's the story. It's not a movie about gangs. It's a movie about the relationship between older police and younger police, or like a movie like Boys in the Hood, which is a movie about black fathers and boys that don't have black fathers. You know what I'm saying? There's not a ton of films that give the nuances to street urban culture. But I was telling Nip, I'm like, when Snoop and them started, they were breaking something to the whole world. You know what I'm saying? They was telling the whole world about what was going on in Los Angeles and the county and every part of it, how we party. And it was fun at that time because it was something new. But fast forward, I always told him I felt like people looked at us like superheroes. You know what I mean? Like, oh, this lifestyle, there's no reason for me to connect with a gang member, right? Because they don't live a regular life. So I get the concept, but like I always tell people at interviews, man, you got homies that they go to college. Your homies got jobs. Like homies do everything. Like, being a Crip doesn't mean anything outside of the fact that you down with your friends. You know what I'm saying? You down with the people you grew up with, and you willing to go through whatever to make sure things is right. Even if it's outside of societal law. You know what I mean? Which ain't never been in our favor. But I used to tell him it's hard for people to relate, you know what I'm saying, to us because they really think like our lives is like superheroes, like cowboys. And I'm like, man, most of the homies do, you know what I mean, dope shit all the time. Like most of the homies got jobs, most of the homies go to school. You got some homies that be fucking up, but most of the homies raise their kid. Like you would think it's not frowned upon amongst us to not raise your kid. Like we like, oh, you ain't raising your kid, that's cool. Man, you'll be the laughing stock of the community.
Absolutely.
If you be broke in the hood, you are a joke. Nigga is gonna talk bad about you. You over here broke. I remember that was a thing for the homies. Like that used to be a requirement. Shout out to Pluck and Maine and Tone and them. You could not be broke. Boy, it's an
Mhm.
economy around here. You know what I'm saying? You better earn you some money. So,
Mhm.
people don't know the nuances that it's just really this thing that you can relate to. And it's funny when I used to tell Nip that, and perfect example. Like I think people realize he was a regular person when he passed away. It was like, oh, he passed away. Like that was a real thing. Like people don't die every day, or people, especially in our life, the life that we live, don't die. They was like, oh, damn, he was really a regular good guy. And now, like, you see people rejoicing and everything that the Mets, and it's so frustrating because if y'all would have just gave this dude a chance when he was breathing air, maybe he doesn't even die.
Yeah. Yeah, I had that conversation with somebody earlier. Another a conversation I had with you earlier, somebody just said the same thing I told you earlier. You're a very articulate individual. And we appreciate that, man, because like you made it your job to represent the culture in the right way. So I think you do a good job in the way you speak and the way you actually break down what's on your mind, man.
Oh, thank you, man. I just be sober all the damn time, man. You be sober, you just see everything. I
Yeah.
seen the homie, I seen the homie Dev, like Q, like, somebody I've been knowing since I was a kid, like a snot-nosed kid, you know what I mean? And I ain't never traded in nothing, you know what I mean, to speak. And you got, mind like mine, you got to fight a lot of homies to be able to express yourself, because they sure as fuck try to suppress you having intelligent, how I go, man, you come up with a good idea and they be like, oh, that ain't the protocol. And they be like, nigga, you got to fight somebody. So I went through a lot to keep, my mind together. And, I thank God through all of this stuff and losing friends and watching homies, die and niggas go to prison, that I ain't lost my mind. You know what I'm saying? Because it's easy, especially even being in this business. I mean, you fighting through all this shit and people telling you got to be a punk. You know what I'm saying? You hear all kind of crazy shit. It's just different. You know what I'm saying? You really just, you got to keep your mind. Like I got to keep my mind sharp. And so I stay reading, you know what I'm saying? I stay in the book. So thank you, you know what I mean, for that. That shit mean a lot to me.
Yeah, real talk, man. Cause you're gonna see, just like we see the clowns in anything that goes on, we see, it's not many, But we see the smart guys, the guys that we feel like really represent our culture. Even somebody like Ice Cube. Ice Cube does real well.
Incredibly well. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
One of the greatest, storytellers ever. Like I go back and listen to so much of his stuff, like Ghetto Vet. You know what I mean? When them stories start fitting different people from different communities, you know what I mean, different neighborhoods, or you know,
yeah,
uh, my summer vacation. Like those are the songs where I really just be like, man, he nailed the LA street experience. And that be my goal too. Like to get to that level of 6 in the morning, today was a good day. My summer vacation, Ghetto
mhm.
Vet, gin and juice, regulate those stories that really capture, Los
Cat,
Angeles lifestyle.
absolutely, man. Everybody from LA felt those songs, man.
Yeah. And that's the goal, to get you one of those, man. One of those songs where everybody feel like, man, that really happens in LA and everybody celebrate it. That's what you get in the business for. Even when I didn't know it, when I was just trying to replace, losing, a Sherm spot and start to make music, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm glad my goals adjusted into, desiring something like that, because it definitely, pushes you and forces you to start making better. You got to get deeper into the studies. That's all.
Yeah, look, we covered this before, but there's a question for you. They want me to Go Young DJ wants me to ask you about your love and involvement in the LA car street racing culture.
Oh man, that's like my first love. You know what I mean? My pops, that was our bonding time. You know what I'm saying? Like my dad been street racing as long as I can remember. So I'm a math guy, straight up. Like in school, I did great. I ain't never even had to ditch school because I was so good at it. Shit, I could show up every day and get through it, easy. But one of my greatest strength was math, and drag racing is so much math. You know what I mean? Horsepower is so much math. Heads and cam, and you know 2.2 horsepower per CFM in the head. Things like mathematical things. You know what I'm saying? And it just stuck with me a lot stronger. It's my first love. It's my first passion, street racing. You know what I'm saying? So besides writing stories, but street racing became my thing. And I've been street racing, till I got a record deal when I wasn't allowed to. I had always street raced my whole life. You know what I mean? And I mean, it's a huge street race scene. Anybody, that's one of your followers, it's 135th in Maine, Mansfield and Compton. They got street race scenes in the valley. All the further east you go towards the 60, near the 605. It's a bunch of street tracks, street back streets. And these are like the places where legends are made. You know what I'm saying? So that'll never change. It's always gonna be there. That math in me is, that shit is the shit. It's like, taking the car from nothing to fast is one of the greatest feelings ever.
Yeah, yeah, man. I got a question about that. You ever been in a car accident in a race?
Hell no. Nah.
Is it scary for you?
Yeah, yeah. It's hella scary. But that's part of the I like things that give me fear. You know what I
Yeah,
mean? Because
yeah,
it give
yeah.
you it
It-
give you a chance to be brave. Because you be
yeah.
scared as a motherfucker. You know what I mean? Like it was certain passes when I'm coming up the street and them front wheels is dangling, dog, and you up in the air, you can't even see in front of you, Mac, and you just like, holy shit. You know what I mean? My god brother twin, rest in peace. He was from the Ghetto Life motorcycle set, but I remember in high school he was supposed to be the driver, and he wrecked one time, man. And he never really wanted to drag race again. So it could get dangerous. And I saw enough crashes on the street. You know what I mean? I saw a dude, man, I saw somebody die before. I saw people come out the car, and it just never stopped me. You know what I mean? It just made me be a lot smarter with, what I'm doing, and strap up in that seatbelt and wear that helmet. Don't be too arrogant, because this ain't no drag strip, ain't no paramedics over there. Ain't no man standing over here with no fire extinguisher. You wreck over here on 135th and Main. Ain't none of them power rules coming out that motherfucker with no fire extinguisher. They just want to come. Ain't no fire hoses reach across that street. Your ass is good as done. So
Nigga might come just to see what you got in your pocket.
boy, it really, shout out to everybody that's in the life, but they be hella respectful. But man, you don't want to wreck in front of those people, because you will be the conversation in everybody community. You know what I mean? People didn't got in car accidents and the metal didn't cut off all their clothes. You know, they went to the car and
Yeah,
found the people naked.
yeah. That happened to my brother one time. Look, I'm gonna quit blowing smoke up your ass, man, but just gotta let you know, one more dude, man, I got a lot of respect for. He said you a real sharp brother. Very articulate, think of that word again. And although he's gang affiliated, he speaks with intelligence. Do you have a business, corporation, or LLC?
I got an S. Blue Division Records is an S.
Mhm. Joe Mosley wants to know 7th Street Watts and Holmes. Are you guys any correlation, any friendship?
Hell yeah. Both of my older brothers. My brother is Baby H Bone. My older brother Snipe. They both from Home Street. But it was a time when all my older homies and even my age, like App, they was like really close. You know what I mean? They always been close. Maybe you know how it is. It's generational. The generation under me, they don't really build with they don't build with the homes like that. But my generation and above, it was like a real brotherhood. You know what I mean? Good people. Shout out to Big Age App, couple good people from over there.
It's kind of funny. I don't know how true it is, but Short Cuz said 135th used to crack. Social media killed it. Now everyone at the race, but have no car or money.
He ain't lying. Whoever that is really be Cause he ain't lying. They fucked it up. They be man, you used to get arguing for an hour and get a race. Now you'll get arguing for 6 hours and not one race.
Mm.
You know, one person act like they want to race and somebody else scared that they don't want to race. You know what I'm saying? So
And when I was a kid, man, my father had this friend that used to race at the street race, a drag race and all that shit. I know you heard of Don Perdone.
of course, the white man, the one had the
Right.
dresser.
Yeah, I had the pleasure of watching him when I was little. I
Wow.
would like to interview him before he passed, man, because he know a lot about my father. He know a little bit about moms. He definitely know a whole lot about drag racing and street racing.
Don is one of the ones, man. He for real,
Who?
bro.
Who?
Don, yeah, Pudom is
Oh,
one of the
Don
ones.
Perdone. Yeah, yeah, yeah. But this dude name is Fred, and Fred will probably have a lot of history. I'm gonna give him a call and see if he'll talk about it. But he always
Fred.
clowned me, right? Because he had I forgot what kind of car he had. I wonder if I could call him. But he
Where,
always
where does he
clowned.
live at? Where does he live at now?
Fred, he live shit. He live in some other state, maybe Arizona or some shit.
Okay.
But Fred used to. He an old man now. But Fred used to clown me and say that I got in a car with him one time in a street race, and I start crying because the car was shaking and so loud. And he gives my brothers props because he said, "Man, your brother would get in the car and drag race with me." And I don't remember all that, but hey, I do remember going to the races though.
Man, them cars when you little and you don't know what's going on. The real story. This is how scared I was. So my very first pass was at the drag strip. It used to be a drag strip in Carlsbad near San Diego. They used to call it Carlsbad Dragway. That was my first time making a pass. I might have been 17 or 18, and I was I was going down the track, and you have a trans brake in the car where you know how you would power brake a car to make your tire burn rubber.
Yeah.
Like, right, you step on the brake and then step on the gas and it locks up your front brake. And well, in a drag car, they have a button, that usually is mounted on your shifter that allows you to press a button and you could just put your foot to the gas and it just loads all the power up, whatever your converter can handle as far as RPM. Like if it flash up to, if you got a 9-inch, 4,000, you press that button, you nail that gas, that should be sitting at 4,000 RPM. And when you let that button go, every bit of that power come in. The first time I did it, I remember letting that button go and it felt like the earth shifted. And I thought the car broke because I had never felt nothing. So my dad used to always be like, well, the first time you let off that trash brake, you're going to get off the gas. And I'm like, nigga, I'm 7th Street Watch. I ain't getting off no gas. I've been driving fast. He kept telling me that. And I remember letting that button go and I was like, what the fuck? And I got out of the gas. I thought the car broke, and I finally realized, like, this is what this is what my dad was talking about. And I remember just nailing it and going down the track. So it's some shit to be scared of. It's a definitely a volatile and unique experience fucking with that race shit.
Jerry Allen said, did they call it squeeze?
Yeah, I don't got everything. I got all my shit got nitrous. Everything I got fast. Even my girls, man. Everything fast, though. Everything got nitrous. My little Camaro that I drive around all the time. My 2013 got nitrous. I'm building a 79, a cabriolet. You know, the Cadillac convertible.
Mm-hmm.
My lowrider, it's the LS2. It got nitrous.
Big Dev said, out of Linwood, said, have you ever raced his homie Trey?
Who?
Trey.
Trey. Great boy Trey, rest in peace.
I don't know. He had to answer that.
Oh, he talk about Trey. Dev talking about, no, me and Trey was supposed to race, but he punked out.
Oh, shit.
Trey had a fast Mustang and a fast Pinto. And Trey was, and he a smart street. Trey been street racing longer than I've been driving cars. But we were supposed to race, but nah, it never happened. But I'm gonna get him. I ain't gonna let him get all the people I grew up watching race. I got to get them all. You know what I mean? One of my goals was to make a little documentary of racing all the people I grew up watching, and then telling stories how I watched them race and kick ass, and then kicking their ass.
Damn, that's deep right there.
Trayvon, a real street racer. He the real deal too.
He said Trey got the Pinto.
Yeah, that motherfucker light. It's funny because you hear a Pinto and it sounds so fucking bullshit, but that motherfucker got a motor and that motherfucker big as the car, and the car is light, so the shit fast as hell. Trey cold though. Any like one of them dudes that be cheating. You know what I mean? He know how to steal a go and beat you off the line. He's smart, man. He hella crafty.
Damn, that's a trip. Yeah, I'm gonna have to call Pop's friend and see if I could get an interview before he die on us.
Yeah, Trayvon. I would like to see that more and more expansions on Kev Mack into more street cultures in LA. You know what I mean? Like that still got the element of street, you know, the legal element, but the lifestyles like street racing. I need to, maybe that's something we could do. You know what I mean? Really go sit down with different people who street raced and, you know, get some of that stuff and have those conversations.
Yeah, dude laughed at the Pinto too. I was gonna laugh at first too, but I realized if he
your
asked me
ass
about
up, Mac. Tear your ass. I'm talking about whoop your that motherfucker probably weigh 1,000 pounds less than all the other cars, and that fucking motor big as shit. So while it might not be the most desirable looking car, it's the perfect race car because it's hella light and fast.
Right.
You remember Vegas? It's like a Vega for Ford.
Yeah. My mother
Vegas, you don't
had
want to
one.
race against no Vega. Vega, tear your ass up too.
Yeah, my mother had one. She gave it to my sister, and my brother ended up cracking it. My brother was smoking Sherm back in like 77, and he was going down La Cienega, and nigga hit one. Matter of fact, he was coming from the jungle. That might be La Brea? Is that La Cienega? That's La Cienega. And he cracked one of them light poles, man.
Man, what's crazy is the race culture is so crazy in LA because just like the low riding culture is filled with obviously gang members, you know what I mean, different people from life. But you know, it's some fast people. Like, you know, like from out your neighborhood, Charlie shit was fast as hell. Charlie had a lot of fast cars. Charlie had a lot of fast cars. Punchy shit, he thought it was fast. It could be kind of fast, but it thought it was fast. And there's so many different people out there. And, you know, to me, like those lifestyles are definitely not highlighted, you know what I mean, to show people how much we really fuck with each other in Los Angeles. You know, you just see colors and, you know, South Central, and you just think we just hate each other versus really all of these different things that bring us together. Like, you know, we have, you know, the street race culture, we got the low ride culture. Hell, the bike set be bringing gang members together with the police. It'd be niggas that be black police in these, you know, these bike sets. So
yeah,
you know, we have millions of things to bring us together consistently.
Real talk. Hey, my brother told me, he said, man, when I was in the pen, he said, I used to see on social media these takeovers. He said, man, I ain't never seen no motherfucking takeover. I just did a life sentence. He said, so I'm out rolling one night, like near midnight, and he seen some shit. He said he jumped out to see what it was about and really try to feel the atmosphere. So with that said, this dude DJ says, How does Glasses Malone feel about this takeover culture?
I've been seeing them for a long time. That ain't really my shit. You know what I'm saying? Because my shit too fast. I start turning that shit in a circle, everybody gonna die. You know what I mean? That ain't no way to even control it if I start doing donuts and any of that shit. But man, whatever make you have fun. I watch it all the time to see people get hit by cars. You know, nobody dies, but you ever seen them video where the dude be doing a donut and that rear end hit somebody and knock
Yeah,
their
all
ass
the time.
26? Man, I love that shit. They knock their ass 20 feet. Like, why are you standing right there?
Yeah.
But
But
anything that bring the streets of LA together, I don't care if it's legal or illegal, I'm for it.
I was watching an NBA game the other night, and somebody fell. Might have been Gobert and them. They fell on the ground, and the announcer he said, "Man, you could do that when you're 24." He said, "You don't feel nothing. You pop right back up. When you're 34, though, you know it's different." So I be thinking about that when I be seeing them get hit. I be like, boy, I couldn't live through that right now. But back in the day, yeah,
Well, this is how I look at it. When I was 22, I was right next to the cars. When I was 32, I was about three rows behind people that was right next to the car. At 42, yeah, I'm way back there. I'm standing on top of my car behind the whole crowd looking at the donuts. So, you start to make adjustments as you get older because you realize you can't take the same shit when you get fucked up at that point.
hmm. You got everybody talking about takeovers now and racing and all that. Yes, sir. DJ on Punchy, that's my homie. Takeovers in the Yay area.
Mac, I'm telling you, Mac, we need to really expand the brand into other street urban lifestyles in Los Angeles. That street race shit and that low ride shit, man. Kev Mac interviews, like you had a low rider, you know what I mean? You know some of it, like having certain people come on your platform and have that conversation, would be in the same vein of what we talk about now. You know what I mean? This is still
Yeah,
LA street urban culture. I would
yeah.
love to see you sit down with like Charles Clayton, you know what I mean, and really talk about the history of this shit or a tweet or a little Ernie or somebody like that and really talk to them about, or a Mac 10, you know what I mean? Somebody who has some clean shit, like, that come from the same lifestyle and backgrounds we come from, but, found that love that make us all come together.
You think he said we need a whole nother hour to talk about cars.
Man, he ain't lying, did he? It'll get crazy.
Yeah, I would love to do that, man. Anything with your name on it, I would like to be a part of. One other guy that approached me with the same type of, trying to get a project would be G Perico. He calls me probably every 6 months and be like, Mac, we got to do something, but we ain't never done nothing.
Well,
So,
I'll put some pressure on him. He ain't did a live stream at least.
nah, nah.
Perico, my boy, man, he finna drop a project, so I'm gonna do whatever it take to get him to do it and really sit down because Slim is just like he building a super sport Monte Carlo. He hit me the other day. He like, yeah, I'm finna buy this motor. He sent me a screenshot of a $26,000 motor that made 850 horsepower. I said, man, Slim, you put this in a car, you going to Harrison Ross, man.
Mm-hmm.
You you going to Harrison Ross, bro. You're not gonna make it. You know what I mean? So, I love bonding with all the Dom Kennedy. I was talking to Dom, NH, any of them dudes start messing with their cars. Kendrick, he's bragging to me. He got the number one GNX out of 547. You would never even think K-Dot care about cars, but he bragging. He bragging to me about having the number one GNX out of 547. And that's hard to top. You know what I'm saying? Because it's like this little nigga really got millions of dollars. So it's like you got the number one GNX out of 547. And then he started pushing over the top to yeah, G, I'm ready to fade anything. Now slow down there. That number one shit don't mean nothing when it come to fast shit. You know what I'm saying? Now you back in my realm. This ain't rapping, nigga. This is the real deal right here. You know what I'm saying? So I love how this shit brings us together. So, like I said, I would love to get you and G together. I'm gonna make it my purpose because he about to put out a record, so he need to be in front of the the LA culture with having this conversation with you. And he got so much to offer, man. He really been through a lot in these streets, so that'll be a great conversation for you.
Did you know Fat Donnie from 60s and the Hood Muscle Car Club?
Fat Donnie, I think I know who Donnie is, but I can't think of what he looked like.
He used to be with Snoop Dogg all the time.
Okay, I know you talking about.
Yeah. Fat Donnie, rest in peace, a couple years ago.
Yeah,
Man.
yeah, yeah.
Uh, Grand Nationals was fast. Yeah.
You see all that shit. This my shit fast, like for real. Like it ain't like they playing like this fast. I'm like fast. Like I really fuck with it. You know what I'm saying?
They said,
I fuck with it like whooping white people fuck with it.
mm, you got me wanting to come out and see some shit now. Yes, sir.
Man,
This is where artists need to come before they drop their new albums.
exactly. I'm here now. I dropped Fuck Glasses Malone Friday. Yeah, I mean, I sent you the link. You can put it in the chat for people and all of that. But like, they could buy a copy from the cryptstore.com. Fuck Glasses Malone is dope. I be mailing all my shit out myself, signing it myself.
Yeah, yeah.
Um,
I seen your store. You got 10 more minutes in you.
I'm whatever we doing, man. I was
All right.
late. I was 30 minutes late, fucking with the bathroom, so I got time. Yeah, I got time. If nothing else.
Yeah, it's all good. Kel McTell Glass Malone, we thank him for spending time with us. We really enjoyed him. Yeah, that's cool, man. Jerry
Man,
Allen
me,
said,
me
yeah,
and
we need
Mac,
that.
me and Mac talk all the time, man. I get so much game from Mac, about different ideas when it comes to the street. And, it's dope to be able to fuck with the people that I respect that come from where we come from. You know what I mean? It ain't a ton of them. So, man, I'm grateful to be here, dog. It's an honor. I was talking to Mac. We did a show on the fucking phone. It was just us. So, you know what I'm saying? This is easy. You know what I mean? Talking
Yeah,
to somebody that, I admire what they do creatively.
yeah, it's reciprocated, that's for sure. You know what's funny? Me and you talked about this. I brought it to your attention. But for my audience, it's crazy how people that don't really know each other, yeah, we met in passing or whatever, but to find out the Glasses know some niggas that I was in kindergarten with and still friends with today kind of like fucked me up. And then even like Hen G, of course, y'all in the music industry, so it's quite very possible y'all would know each other, but I didn't know y'all was cool like that either. So I be in these different circles. Some way, somehow, your name come up, and I'll be like, "Yeah, Glass is my nigga." They be like, "Man, Glass has been my nigga." Like, oh shit, okay,
Yeah.
I'm
You know
late.
what, man? That when I first got into hip hop, man, Mac, I used to think that was the only thing mattered. You know what I'm saying? Funny shit. When I first met Ice T, I wanted Ice T to do a song for me, and took me like 2-3 years to get to him. Like people just that knew him wouldn't link me up. He
Yeah,
was doing a concert. He was coming out here to do Crush Groove or either How the West Was Won. And so the dude who actually put together the concert is one of my partners, my boy AD from Long Beach. So AD, I'm like, AD, I need to, get backstage. He's like, Glasses, stop it. You know what I mean? It's cool. So I get backstage and, I see him. I'm like, Ice, what's up? And he's like, oh, what's going on, Glasses, cousin? Wait a minute, this nigga cut me. Like, yeah, okay. Ice, I never met him. So I'm like, okay. So I was like, Ice, man, I want to do a song with you, man. Like, I got an idea that I did with Snoop that I want to get you on. I feel like I want to get you on Snoop. He like, damn, you want me on the song, Loke? I'm like, this nigga gave me 2 crypt innuendos. Like, okay. He's like, all right, man, well, look, I'm finna hop off stage. When I finish, we go to the dressing room. We're politicking, da. So I'm like, okay. So he go in, do his show, get busy. So now he's walking out. Come on, G. So we walk into his dressing room, right? So I'm like, all right, this is cool. I'm walking with Ice T. I remember seeing Ice T at 4 years old in the movie Breaking, like on the big screen. You know what I'm saying? Like, this is like the first rapper I ever seen that I knew what was going on. You know what I mean? Like, so I'm like, damn, this is cool. So I'm following to the dress room. He got Hen and all his staff with him, and they just walking. So we finally get in the dress room, and it's a bunch of gang members in the dressing room. Now, I didn't fuck with a lot of Los Angeles legends, but I ain't never seen, outside of Warren G, this many gang members in one dressing room. So I walk in, and he looks at me to see how I'm going to react. I know half of the niggas in the dressing room. They like, little Glasses, what up, cut? So he's seeing niggas is talking to me. He like, oh shit, this little nigga some shit. And that's how me and Ice T really started bonding and doing music. You know what I mean? Like I just love this shit, Mac. I love it. I don't give a fuck if it take my life. I love us, bro. I love this street. I love my peoples. You know what I mean? We got our problems, but I just love it and I respect it. So it's always worked out for me, even when I couldn't figure out the music, just really appreciating that what everybody do and, all our experiences being the same. You know what I'm saying? Like, man, it's always worked out for me.
yeah. One artist, dead or alive, that you would like to work with.
One artist, dead or alive. Barry White.
I'm
Barry White.
surprised you said Barry. Why Barry?
Barry White. I just like I think the maestro, bro, just really has something to offer hip hop that he never got a chance to fuck with. You know what I mean? Like the way his basses and shit, the way his music used to pop, and he was an East Side nigga. You know what I'm saying? Like he was a cold nigga. He used to play chess over there at South Park. I just think we could really make some crazy shit.
Does Glasser do shows in the South and get much love?
I ain't really never went nowhere and ain't got nothing but love. One time I got booed though, bro. I remember I
Where at?
went the one time I got booed in the South. I got love pretty much 10 times, and I got booed one time. I was in Baton Rouge, and I was doing this big concert. I had the #1 record in Baton Rouge at the time, which was a song I had called Haters. And man, I was still so raw from the street, dog. Like I just really was making this street music. You know what I mean? Maybe Sun Come Up. But I had just put out this mixtape called 2010, where it was all over Dr. Dre beats. Greg Street hosted it. And I had this song that was starting to kill the streets of LA called Fuck Your Hood. And it really was just, it captured the energy of most niggas from our life. You know what I mean? That when we get angry in that energy. And I would do it in LA, and it was like, it used to set everything off. It was like a big deal. And I was preparing to do it here in Baton Rouge, which, you know, I didn't think culturally how it wouldn't translate. My DJ, shout out to DJ Head. Head is somebody I made a DJ, right? So Head is really smart, really sharp. And Head said, Glasses, I don't think we should do this song here. I don't think this the audience for it. And I'm like, what you mean? They know what they finna get, nigga. I'm a West Coast nigga, you know what I mean? They know what's happening. Man, I went up there and started doing that song. There was a second song I did. When I tell you it was kids in the front row, people, mama was born, they was born. I'm like, oh shit, I fucked up. And Head, you know, this is how I knew Head was gonna be a great DJ. Shout out to DJ Head. He stops and he gets the mic. He like, y'all know we from the West Coast. Much love, Baton Rouge, but we finna turn it up. And he goes into certified, and he get the crowd back. And he was so fucking dope because he saved my ass that day. But that was the time I got booed in the South.
That's a good one. That's a good one.
Saved my ass. Shout out to DJ Head, man. He was so good. He was naturally good at DJing, even though he wasn't a DJ at first.
Did you get more love or backlash for the Tupac song? And what inspired that concept?
Um, so I definitely got more backlash. But the love that I got from peers and legends who understood what I was doing, that was like the greatest moment I ever had. You know what I'm saying? That was the greatest moment I ever had. You know what I mean? Like up to that point, Jay-Z texted me, Dr. Dre hit me, Snoop thought it was great. You know, people that I respect in the boxing world was texting me. Kevin Durant was like, oh, this is fire. Like people who mind is a little bit more open, and, you know, they not thinking it's just a reach. They thought it was great. It could have got nominated for a Grammy. Why I made the song, when I started learning what hip hop was, I realized it was my job to tell the streets perspective of stories. Like my job is to represent the corner. You know what I'm saying? And at that time, Nip had been on my ass about marketing. You know what I'm saying? Like he made me read all of these books. I ended up reading Contagious and the Immutable Laws of Marketing. All this shit Nip would be like, I would be pushing Nip into records and he'd be pushing me into marketing. And I had finally got like a fundamental grab on marketing. And I understood it from a storytelling perspective. So if I wanted people to care about the streets and the lives that we live, I had to put them in a position of something that they knew about and tell our side of the story. That's how I ended up making Tupac Must Die. Also, like everybody in the genre that I'm competing against, right, to some level, or that I'm trying to occupy space from, you know what I'm saying? They are exaggerating. Some of my favorite people. Rick Ross is exaggerating. You know what I mean? He's lying outright. You know, no Noriega, and he got $96 million in the Bank of America bank account. Like, I couldn't lie like that. If I start talking about I got $90 million in the bank account, my homie's gonna be like, Jim, G, you ain't looked out? Like, nigga, I'm over here. They got 5,000 for me. Because if you got 96 million, for sure, you should be able to give your homie 5,000. So I'm like, I had to tell the truth. Like, it had to be extreme truth. So that was like my greatest moment. That's when I finally figured out what hip hop was, and that was really the inspiration.
Right. TMC Lifestyle want to know, why is Nipsey on the Blue Division Crip Gang song title but has no verse on it?
You can't look at the YouTube version. You got to go look at the Spotify version. He's on the Spotify and Apple on the audio. But what happened was we were supposed to shoot the video in Watts. And this is when I didn't understand exactly how big Snoop was. Like, I knew Snoop was like a big deal, but like sometimes I forget he's like probably the greatest rapper ever. And he's one of the most famous people on earth. So because I was like setting up a video for him to come to Watts, and I was going to make about 400 Crips come out from Compton and Watts to just the neighborhood, and we was going to shoot it out there. And Snoop's manager is like, Glasses, what the fuck are you doing? And I'm like, well, Snoop is a Crip. You know what I mean? Like, he could be around Crips, you know, again, naive, you know what I mean? Not really understanding. This nigga is like the president. Feel me? It's like, so he was like, gee, you know, they wanted me to shoot his part separately. And I'm like, nah, I'm not going to do it if we can't shoot it with a bunch of Crips. Like, it didn't make no difference. And we wasn't going to shoot it with that. And Nip was pumped up. And when, you know, I realized it couldn't happen that way, that's what made me go to New York. A couple homies I was already fucking with, they had a lot of Crips out there that was deep. And they was like, come shoot it with us. And at that point, Nip, like, I ain't flying to New York to shoot that shit with nobody, nigga. I'm finna chill. So I end up putting out the version with just me as far as the music video. But if you listen to the audio on Spotify, Apple, wherever, Nip verse is on the song.
That's interesting right there.
Yeah.
Snoop came on Brian Hurst for Nip's videos. Okay. So Ice Cube or Tupac?
For me,
Yeah.
Ice Cube.
Is it biased for the West, or the culture, or what?
Nah, Pac is the West. Shit, Pac is the West.
What?
Ice Cube just told so many stories about my life. Even before my life was my life, he talked about my attitude when I was a little kid, and I ended up selling drugs. So he told my life there. My homeboy Dusty, like, everything he talked about fit my life to a specific peg. Versus, I think Pac shit was more of like a black struggle as anybody thugging, versus versus Cube talking about actually exactly what was happening in my life. So it just fit a little bit more.
All right, Glasses, I ain't gonna hold you no longer, man. I appreciate your time.
Man, we got to double back, man. We got to double back. We always got to work.
Oh, for sure. I'm gonna leave with this song, man. And you can leave whenever you want.
I'm a mad ass east side beachy ride. Fuck,
Go left coast like Roscoe. Out of NYC, it's the top flow. Dirty ass gang, so the mop flow. Savage like Wendy, man, I'm macho. Cheese like nacho. Breathe just to knock out.
Remix,
Your
let's
baby
go.
daddy for that nigga get knocked
I'm on you,
up.
Matt.
Refuse no faith, get socked though. And the clean 58 with the top gone.
If I don't got it, I'ma make. Still don't got it, I'ma take. Run that shit. If I don't got it, I'ma make. Still don't got it, I'ma take. Run that shit. If I don't got it, I'ma make. Still don't got it, I'ma take. Run that shit. If I don't got it, I'ma make. Still don't got it, I'ma take. Run that shit.
It's my shit. Mad ass DM3. Say the wrong thing, I'm robbing. Ain't nobody lining nothing up. Ain't no favorites. We all fuck them up. Straight east side, no cuts, fuck a band-aid. Eating on some fun with the mayonnaise. I'm the man, and all the hoes see that. Smelling pull up if a bitch nigga need that on the set.
Nigga, you know I'm from. You know what I represent. Nigga, you know I'm from. You know what I represent.
She always GL. And hold this magazine filled with shit. Subscribe if you want. If we read your obituary. Girl, you fucking with a visionary bitch. And I envision down pieces, eating peaches. Allow me to peep it, they reveal Vicky secret. Knowing I'ma keep it, never go and tell us all. This between me and my telephone. If I start telling, nice and so plus. They just a hustle, need a night just for us. Nigga big heat, need a night so I can cut you a piece. Cause sharing equals love. Get to that money, McLaren ride smooth. Roll glide Harley cause the fan don't move. Spin 6 years, now I'm finally in the grove. Now the grove, I got a pocket full of hoes. Life ain't never.
Alligator suitcase.
Hey, y'all, good looking out for watching, man. Good looking out for the super chats. I'm out of here, y'all. Salute, man. We have a couple stories, I guess, tomorrow and the next day. Just a little something I put together for y'all to kill some time until I get to this Hood Day video. GB Sent asked G when we building the wagon up. G been gone, homie. G checked out a while ago. You know what I'm saying? Rennie Lowe, what's up with you? Yo, I got another 25 minutes in me, Rennie Lowe. I got another 25 if you're ready to come on. We can set it up tomorrow. We got DJ Captain Cole tomorrow early, 6 or 7 o'clock. Up to you, Rennie. Open invitation. Whenever you want to come on, you can come on. Anytime, any day. Hey, I be asking some good questions. That's a good one, man. That's a good one. Rennie Lowe, they be showing you love up in here. You're gonna have to give them something. Thanks for the good content. Thank you. Appreciate it. All right, y'all. I'm out of here. It always take Rennie Lowe like 6 minutes to leave a text. Damn, Black Warrior Spirit like that. That's how you get it, Rennie Lowe? Peace, y'all. I'm out.